Hello everyone, I'm Audra Doyle and I'm the owner and attorney of Doyle Law here in Atlanta, Georgia. Today I'm going to talk with you about names and how names can be a real problem in immigration cases. Over the years, I've come across three main issues that I see with people's names where they were born in another country and particularly when they speak another language at home. The first issue that we see is that a person's name can be too long. And for me, that person can have any name that they wish. But for the immigration form, there is a text box and it will only fit in a certain number of letters. So if a person comes to me with an extremely long name, it is possible that we cannot get their green card, their work card, or their other documentation to reflect their full name. Some of the letters will be cut off. So what I do in my firm is we have the set number in the text box. I will provide an explanation of the full name, and the client, unfortunately, will probably have a document that has part of their name cut off. This can be really problematic, but so far we have not seen immigration make a good solution for that. The second issue that I see with names is that someone could come to me where they only have one name. Either their first name has never been given or they do not have a last name. They just have one. And so on the forms, we are required to use that one name as their last name. Whether or not in their life they use it as their first name or not, it has to be listed as their last name on the forms. And for the first name, we write the initials FNU, which means first name unknown. The reason we have to do this is because immigration's file system wants to have a last name so that they can search for that person by last name. So for example, if I have a client whose last name, whose first name is Audra, like me, no last name, we would have to put Audra as their last name on their forms. And all of their approval documents and things will come with that name as their last name. Also not a great solution, but immigration has not come up with a better solution yet. The last issue that we see is a person who comes to us from another country, they're speaking another language, and their name has a different meaning in the United States than it does overseas in their home country. And sometimes that different meaning can cause a lot of problems for the applicant. So I will tell them, I will say, okay, when you're in the United States, your name actually means XYZ, whatever it means. And I'll give the client the chance to decide what to do about that. One thing a person can do is go to their local court before a judge and request a legal name change. So for all of these scenarios, this client can get a legal name change in the court before I file their papers. Then I would submit proof of the name change and their card or their other documents will be issued with the name that they choose. The other time a client can change their name easily is when they apply for naturalization. Once again, it has to be done before a court. And so on the N-400 form, we request the name change. We tell them what the new name is supposed to be. And when it is time for them to be sworn in as a U.S. citizen, a federal judge will actually do that so that the name change has force of law. And from that point on, they will have a new legal name. So sometimes, yes, your name can be a problem for immigration, but my firm and I, we know how to fix these problems, we know how to deal with them, and we know what immigration is looking for. So if you're having any issues with your case, please give us a call, 404-325-5858. Thanks and have a great day.